Hey Garage Golfers, Roland here with Garage Golf, and I got a really cool video for you guys today. I've been working really hard behind the scenes to create a series of gaming PCs that I can share with you at home. Now that we're full resellers here at Garage Golf, and if you aren't aware, that means we now sell products directly to consumer, and we walk you step by step through that entire process from beginning to end. One of the things I really wanted was a series of PCs that were affordable and to have more than the minimum specs no matter which category you're looking at, that will cater to your needs at home when you're looking to build your golf simulator setup. Really excited. I want to show you a little bit more. I got the Eagle package here, but whether you go from anywhere from the Par all the way to the Albatross, we have 4 different desktop models, 2 different laptop models. I'm going to walk you through a little bit of that today, what to expect. Really excited to bring it to you. Stay tuned and check it out. All right, thanks again for watching and welcome back. I'm really excited to have you guys here for this video. As we talked about, I got the computer actually tucked away really nicely here in the corner, but don't you worry, I did a lot of B-roll for you. I want to show you some clips of this computer, and just so you're aware, it does come with a black chassis or a white chassis, and we got some very discreet Garage Golf branding on there as well. Really excited to show it to you. Let's show you a little bit of some of the footage of this computer. I'm going to show you a little bit more of the unboxing. And then we're also going to show you a little bit of actually some of the features, a full 360, what to kind of expect when you get a computer of this caliber. Really awesome stuff. And then afterwards, I'm going to go into some of the details of what comes into these packages. Again, 4 different desktop packages. If you're watching at home, I normally recommend a desktop if at all possible. I do understand sometimes you cannot do a desktop. In those cases, we'll go with a laptop, and I have 2 different options there for you. So I'm going to show you a quick unboxing. I'm going to show you some of the features, some of the ports that come on this computer. When I bring you back, we're going to talk about some of the specs, and I'm also going to show it to you in use using a program like GSPRO. We're going to test some of the graphic capabilities with my specific computer, which is the Eagle package. That's the 2nd or 3rd highest one up from the bottom. So I got Par, Birdie, Eagle, Albatross. I'll walk you through each of those. We'll walk you through a little bit more of that, and then we're going to show it in use and kind of give you some ideas on what this computer can do. In relation to the unboxing, I was really impressed with how this whole thing came together that you'll see here quickly in this video. There's actually a box within a box that's also very well protected. Here you see you got actually get an accessory kit there from XOTIC PCs as part of the package that you would get through us here at Garage Golf. As you see, this thing is packed great inside a box, inside another box with plastic wrapping around it. And one of the coolest things I thought was this foam padding that was inside the computer to keep anything from coming apart or loose. A little bit hard to get out of there in all honesty. It took me a few minutes, which I'll speed up here. I love the way the case comes down, got everything out nice and clean. Super clean setup with this whole PC. You only really see 1 or 2 little wires here and there. And as far as how you put the cage back on, it just slides back into place. And the screws are also really awesome. You just screw them in and it locks into place, so you know this thing is set up perfectly. So overall, really well shipped and packaged product from XOTIC PCs. I'm a big fan. Now that we've got this unpackaged, let's talk a little bit more about the specs. First up, the brain of the operation, the Intel Core i7 14700K processor. This beast delivers blazing speeds and multitasking capability, so whether you're gaming, streaming, or editing, you're going to get top-tier performance across the board. And if you're all about the visuals, the Garage Golf Eagle desktop package doesn't disappoint there either. It's equipped with a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4080 graphics card, delivering crystal clear graphics and super smooth frame rates. You'll be playing your favorite titles at max settings, completely immersed in stunning detail. So as you can see, this computer comes greatly packaged, keeping you protected from any kind of shipping issues that you would have. One of the best unwrappings that I've done with a device like a computer, projector, anything like that. Really impressed with what the guys at XOTIC PCs were able to do. So let's talk a little bit more about some of the ports and what to expect. The great thing about this computer is that you're going to have the ability to connect up to 4 different display options to it as well. So it has 1 HDMI, it'll have up to 3 display ports, so you can actually use it to project to 3 different monitors and a projector all at the same time using the integrated graphics card. So that's really awesome. You're going to have a really cool setup. I have 1 monitor and 1 projector here, but I could actually add an additional 2 monitors if I wanted to do so. In addition to the display and HDMI ports, we also have several USB ports. We got 2 USB 3.0s right on the top of the actual chassis of the computer. We also have an additional 2 on the rear of the computer that do 5.0, and we have 2 that are red USB ports that will do 10.0 as well. In addition to 2 USB 2.0 ports, there are going to be plenty of places for you to be able to connect devices like wireless keyboard, if you have anything like that, any kind of dongles, anything like that that you would need for your setup at home. So lots of specs on the Garage Golf Eagle package, but what exactly sets apart the Eagle package from the Par, Birdie, and Albatross desktop packages, as well as the 2 laptop options as well? Let's take you over the computer. I want to walk you through that really quick to let you know what you could expect, what the price point would be roughly as of the time of this video today, and basically what you would expect to get for each of those packages in relation to what are the key differences and what are the key components that make each one of those a little unique. Let's jump on the computer, I'll show you a little bit more. All right, so here we are, and for those of you who don't know, our website is www.mygaragegolf.com, and on here, if you go into Shop by Category page, at the very top of the page, you're gonna be able to click here under Golf Simulator Computers, and that'll take you right to our page. And as you see right now, we have 6 active models, all at different price points and categories to walk you through some of those options. So let's start with the 2 laptops. We have a Par package, which starts at $1650, and we have a Birdie package that starts at $2250. You can click on any of the devices here, and it'll actually walk you through the price points, some of the features, and what to expect as we go through these. So at the very bottom though, what I've done on each of these pages is I've created basically a comparison page for you to show you exactly what you would expect. So in relation to the laptops, we're gonna get started with that first. You're gonna see that the Par package comes with a 4060 graphics card that you see here, and the Birdie package comes with an RTX 4070. In regards to processors, we have an i7 13650HX, which is a 14 core, versus an Ultra 9 Intel Core i9 processor, 16 core. So as you see, you're getting better, faster graphics card and a faster processor with the Birdie package. They're both gonna have a 16-inch display, 165 hertz versus 240 hertz for the display. The memory is identical on both, I believe, except for a little bit different in regards to what style of memory, but they both have 16 gigabytes, and they both have 1 terabyte. Every single computer in our packages will have 1 terabyte of hard drive. Now, why do I normally recommend a desktop versus a laptop? That one's pretty simple, because with a laptop, no matter how high-end it is, eventually at some point, you're going to have to possibly upgrade this in the future. A laptop doesn't offer that future proofing that a desktop would, meaning that you can't just take it to a computer store, upgrade a brand new graphics card, add more RAM. Typically, you're very limited with your options, even on gaming PCs. So I do want you to consider that. Worst case scenario, we always go with a laptop, especially if it's something travel or portable that you do. But in most cases, 99% of the time, my recommendation is gonna be go with a desktop. So let's check out some of those packages for you now. All right, again, back on our homepage, you're gonna see the 4 desktop options. Let's just click on the Par package. Now the Par package starts at $1599, and the Albatross, the most expensive one, goes up to as high as $4150. And honestly, guys, I don't have very much margin here. I make very little on these computers. I just wanted to create something that was an awesome product for our customers. So I try to price these as affordable as possible, and if you shop around, you're gonna see they're relatively pretty affordable. These are XOTIC PCs. This is a great gaming PC company I wanted to partner with. Every single one of these has thermal cooling built in, which is something I really, really wanted, especially if you have your computer like in a hot garage or something, that's important. So let's go back into the Par page. Again, all the specs will be listed on each one. You also get a free t-shirt with the bundle, which is cool. And again, you're gonna see, it also comes in the black chassis. I have the white chassis. The logo is right here on the inside. If you don't like it, you can always peel it off. I believe it's a vinyl logo. And here's an example of the white computer as well. You'll be able to see that. And it does have RGB lighting, so really cool. So it does light up different colors. You can adjust all that stuff as well. So let's go into some of the details and differences in the 4 different packages. So here we're gonna see the Par package in relation to what the difference between the Par and the Birdie package would be. We've got a 4060 for the Par versus a 4070 for the Birdie. Processor is gonna be an i7 12700 12-core processor on both. So pretty much identical down the board between the Par and the Birdie. We're talking identical. So we're looking at MSI 8760 Wi-Fi on both. We got 16 gigabytes on both of storage or memory, 1 terabyte of storage. We got 750 watt power supply on both of those. We got the same thermal liquid cooling, 240 millimeter AIO with RGB fan. So these are gonna keep your computer nice and cool. As we bump up to say the Eagle package, we're now moving up to a 4080 super graphics card. We have an i7 14700 processor. Again, this is the model that I have that I'm showing you here in this video. We have an MSI Pro B760M Wi-Fi. We have 32 gigs versus 16 on the others. So we're getting double the RAM. We also have a 1 terabyte storage, an 850 power supply, so a little bit stronger power supply on this one, and the same thermal liquid cooling as well. Lastly, we have the Albatross, which is going to have a 4090 graphics card, which is an Intel i9 14900K 24-core processor, an MSI Pro 8760MA Wi-Fi, 64 gigs of RAM, so even double that of the Eagle. We got 1 terabyte of storage. We have the Corsair 850 Gold power supply, and we have 360 AIO with RGB fans for the thermal cooling. It's going to need a little bit more to keep this one cool. It's a beast of a computer, but still in a very small, very lightweight chassis, very clean, as you've seen from the B-roll footage that we've shown you in this video as well. So this just kind of walks you through the different packages. Even the PAR package for 90% of the people, in all honesty, is more than enough to run a program like GSPRO and ultra high quality. If you want something that's dedicated 4K, ultra top of the line, their recommendation would be to go with something like the 4080 graphics card, so probably Eagle or Albatross for a true high-end 4K setup. And it's possible they could even run on the Birdie as well, but recommendation would probably be Eagle for a true 4K in regards to the actual computer model and the processor. One other thing to note is that every single PC in these categories will come with Windows 11, so that's definitely something that's a nice feature. So you will get Windows 11 and some sort of product key for you at home as well, so you can go ahead and make sure you have all the features unlocked that Windows 11 provides. All right, so we've already checked out some of the features and some of the functions of these PCs, but what I'd like to do now is let's actually put these PCs to the test. And in this case, remember, for the purpose of this video, we're going to be using the Eagle package. But what I'd like to do now is let's go ahead and test out one hole on GSPRO, and we'll also test out one hole on a little bit more demanding software, I feel, in Apex, because before I was able to run GSPRO on a 2080 graphics card in ultra high quality with no issues, but when I tried Apex, it would stutter and buffer on me. So let's test out a hole on GSPRO first, and we'll also test out a hole on Apex, and I'll show you guys at home a little bit more about my experience with that. We'll take out all the horrible golf shots, or we're going to leave them in anyways, but I want to make sure that you get to see a realistic point of view in regards to our setup here, what we're doing, but really more than anything, how this computer is going to function. So let's go ahead and test that out. We'll get started. We'll walk you through a hole, first of all on GSPRO, then we'll move over to Apex from there. All right, so here we're going to play Aberdeen Golf Course. We're just going to play the first hole on GSPRO. So I'm not a tech wizard or anything by any means. Again, that's why I wanted to partner with a gaming PC company. But I do have a couple of stats running. We'll see if we get into it too much or not. My biggest thing is really how flawlessly this is going to run. And again, in this bay here that we're on, I'm running this in full 4K mode with a BenQ LK936 projector. So it's very demanding, and we'll make sure that we don't get any stuttering, any buffering. So I can hit F at any point to kind of show frames per second. It doesn't stay up on GSPRO, but if I hit F on the screen, right now I'm getting about 60 frames per second. So when we hit a shot, we'll see if it stays up. It doesn't always stay up, and it's not calculating it with NVIDIA's card. It could just be not compatible with this program. Well, let's hit a shot. We'll see how we do. And again, golf shots may be horrible. That's okay. We're not worried about that right now. Actually, I'll take it. All right. Yeah, frames per second for some reason is not calculating through NVIDIA's graphics card, but pretty flawless, no stuttering, no issues with it. And this is on ultra high quality on GSPRO. Let's take the next shot. All right, so we got a 5-iron here. It's a quick little shot. Thinned it. A little short there. Nice little chip, but everything's running nice and smooth. GPU showed to be at 71% right now on that shot. All right, we got 24 yards. Going to be hitting around a 60-degree flop shot, hopefully get it onto the green. On and over, but still on. And now we're putting. Again, if I hit F on GSPRO, I'm getting around, it's fluctuating everywhere, but around 50 to maybe as high as 60 for the VSync, for the frames per second. So it's not showing it with NVIDIA, but still getting great frames per second. with what I'm experiencing here on GSPRO, and no delay, no buffering, no lag or anything. See if we can make this putt. 70-foot putt actually. Little outside the gimme circle there. Got one more putt to go, hopefully. All right, let's see if we can make this last putt here. Got about 9 feet away. All right, so overall, smooth experience. This is gonna be the most untechy review you've ever seen probably, just because a lot of this is over my head. That's why I partnered with a cool gaming PC company like XOTIC PCs. But as far as the everyday average golfer's perspective in regards to what my experience is, no delay of any sort, ultra high quality settings, it works flawlessly. It's enough to get the job done and beyond. That's one of the great things about this, is these are future-proof PCs. If you ever need to go and add more RAM, add a different processor, whatever you wanted to do, we're gonna have that capability with any of these packages that we have moving forward. Okay, so we played the one hole with GSPRO. I'm gonna show you one hole now with Apex. And Apex visually is a little bit more demanding, I feel. I mean, there's beautiful courses on GSPRO, don't get me wrong. But I've experienced some buffering and some stuttering issues with Apex personally. So this is gonna be my first test, testing it out with Apex. I'm gonna go ahead and load that up. I'll bring you back and we'll show you the TruGolf Apex software. It's a beta mode only for now, so we're probably not gonna be able to play a full hole with it, but I'm gonna show you a couple of the practice range shots and show you a little bit more about the graphics on that too. All right, so behind me, you're gonna see the Apex software from TruGolf. Now, it's still in beta mode, so unfortunately, I don't have full course access right now, but I'm gonna take you to the practice range. And again, this one graphically is a little bit more demanding, I would say, when it comes to courses. So I may do an updated video for you in the future and show you a little bit more of the Apex software. I definitely will be showing you more once it comes out, either way, using this computer. So we'll be seeing that in the future. I want to take a few shots just to kind of show you what the experience is on Apex. Make sure that we don't have any lagging, any stuttering or buffing, because on some of the other stuff, I was starting to get a little bit of that even on the practice range. So let me take a couple shots. One of the cool features with the Apogee, if you're not familiar, if you were to say something like, hey Apogee, 7-iron, you could actually tell it your club before you hit, and it will actually switch. So if I were to change it, you'll see it up there. Hey Apogee, 8-iron. And you see it changes your club for you. It keeps you from having to go back and forth to your computer, which is really nice. Since I am hitting a 7-iron, I'll tell it again. Hey Apogee. Hey Apogee. Hey Apogee. 7-iron. And then it changes it back. So I'll go ahead and take some shots with it now, show you a little bit more, and we'll see how it looks visually. It's much more fluid than before. So when I would hit a shot, it would kind of stutter and then show the ball flight a little bit. Again, I'm still not getting FPS, so it could just be a NVIDIA thing. And again, some of this is beyond my scope of knowledge, but my really whole point of this video is to kind of demonstrate to you what I get experience-wise with the golf simulator software. So that's definitely something that I wanted to showcase. Let's hit a couple more shots, see if we get instant ball flight with this. Oh, thinned it really bad. We keep all the bad shots in here, believe me. So ball flight's good though. Overall, everything looks great. Let's hit one more now. Not much better, but it's been a while since I've been playing, to be honest. All right, let's switch it up, hit a different club, show you a couple more shots. Pretty bad slice, but I'll take it. It went up in the air at least. Overall, really smooth experience in regards to the interaction, shots aside and how horrible those are right now. I'm really, really happy with the overall performance of the actual computer and seeing what we've been seeing so far. Take that one, that was almost 200 yards there, 199.3. So I have it aimed at 162, so not too bad overall actually. Much better now. A little bit left on that one, but overall the interaction with the computer, what I'm seeing gameplay-wise, I see really no buffering, no stuttering of any sort, 218 yards on that shot. So really, really happy with it. Overall, with both GSPRO and with Apex, a really good experience. Again, keep an eye out for a future video where I actually go through Apex in full, showing you full course play. We'll be using the exact same computer, so we'll be able to test it out a little bit more and see what kind of experience that we're getting overall. Okay, and lastly, I did use a program called CineBench 2024, which gives us the ability to get a score for how this computer is performing against other identical systems. So you see there, I got 24,000 points on the GPU, very, very high score, and it tests it using a program called Redshift, which is a 4D rendering program, and it gives you scores based upon the GPU performance. You're going to see me click here as well and get a CPU score, and these are against other identical systems. So while your system may be identical, the way it's put together can actually score you a little differently. And then lastly, on the single core, ranked #1 there in regards to number of points, and then on MP ratio, I ranked 5th. So overall, really good rankings with what we're seeing. All right, so really interesting stuff overall, and overall I'm really, really happy and satisfied with the XOTIC PC lineup, especially the Eagle computer that I've received here that I personally bought with my own money, just so you guys are aware. So while I do partner with XOTIC PCs, this PC was not sent to me. I did purchase it with my own money. It's definitely something that was important to me to be able to give you my honest input. But I have partnered with them for these packages, so I'm looking forward to continuing to work with them in the future, especially with clients like yourself. So feel free to reach out to me anytime with any questions. Roll in at mygaragegolf.com. You can always reach me there. Check out our website again, as we talked about, www.mygaragegolf.com. I'm here anytime, so if there's anything at all I can do for you, this is what we do. We help people with their golf simulator build-outs, from anything from the projector, computer, golf mat, launch monitor. We can handle almost everything here at Garage Golf, and we work with you one-on-one directly to help save you money. So let me know your thoughts on the computer lineup. If there's any questions, again, feel free to reach out to me anytime. I look forward to continuing to bring you new content on this computer. Again, I will be showing you Apex in its entirety once I get my hands on that. Definitely something I'm looking forward to testing with some course play and seeing what kind of interaction we're getting with the graphics card and everything else. So let me know, again, if there's anything I can do for you. I look forward to seeing you again. I'm here anytime to help. Until the next time, as always, keep on golfing. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much.